Hello, hello. How does it go? Welcome to Bunny Love 444. What's up, Buttercup? Hello, Soul Family. Like I said, we're on day 21 of our Saacred-Transformation, and unfortunately, some have left the destination distracted by temptation. And yeah, we know times are hard and things get rough, but you can never give up. You can never give in. You never can give in to the devil's temptation to pull you away from that sacred transformation. And that's why the ones that are still here, sending lots of love and light, the ones that have kind of departed, hopefully your healing comes and you can go back and reflect and finish on what you started, because it's important that you proceed forward, that you don't let nothing stop you from your divine path. Okay, so we're going to get some rose quartz because we have compassion for the people um, who have turned away and not holding our Father close to their heart and their soul and their mind, right? Now, mind you, if anything goes wrong, just know it's because, as you can hear the rolling thunder, we are in massive storms right now. Father is coming down with purification. He's asking to have that compassion because some people have been distracted in such a way that people make up lies and do deceitful things to distract them away. But Father's coming down with the purification to show that, it needs to be purified in the way that people act and behave and the things that they do. Because they'll be condemned, not you. Okay. So stand in your power, do what you can, and sending lots of love and light to the ones, who unfortunately have been pulled away. You see that passion and that desire to keep going forward? Yeah, that's what we need to do. My hair is in the way. Anyways, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and that little notification bell so you know when I go live. Don't forget to share the video. Like I said, this is our day 21 of the Sacred Transformation. We are going from Magic Monday, Terrific Tuesday, Wonderful Wednesday, to Thankful Thursday, into Fantastic Friday. There's some for you and some for me about the sacred transformation that our Father is talking about, because a lot of people, they start something and have a hard time finishing it because there's so many outside life distractions, which we've all been there, and even though things have also fallen on my plate, I'm always here and doing my best to give the messages from our Father. Now, he is reverting back to, a lot of people don't understand the true messages. And if you don't understand, don't be afraid to ask, because it's very hard to understand certain things that are coming from him and on this spiritual journey, and what you need to do and how you elevate and how you come to your higher self and your better self. But it's having that greater understanding. It's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's the way the messages are put out there. It's sometimes it's hard to depict if you don't know on the spiritual journey, if you're not fully awakened on the spiritual journey, or if you don't have somebody that can help you embrace it. So like I said, we have, after today, we have 9 days left. Okay. And that spiritual enlightenment is going to show you something significant about the massive changes, because we have the 7 seals of the stuff that you go through in order for the transformation to take place. So we're going to get right into it, because like I said, with the storms, I don't know how long everything's going to go on. So let's find out what our card for the day is. What is our card for the day? Again, yeah, that wisdom. This is 32 North and White. This is our Father coming in and saying, listen, again, it's about being addicted to certain powers. It's being addicted to certain energies. It's being addicted to becoming, and this is talking the becoming of the storm on the horizon. Okay, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Is a lot of people go through this hot and cold phase. The thing is you can never turn your back on our Father. You're either with him, because there's only one master. You're either with him and you're taking that path to the power of which he is showing you for your higher self, or he's going to put you on an isolated path and you're not going to be able to see what comes to the horizon. So it's basically, he's saying, it's the choices that you make, and it's about having that wisdom and that knowledge to understand. 32 is all about the new beginnings. A lot of you want new beginnings, but a lot of you are holding on to the past, to things of the past. And when he's showing me this, he's coming in and telling me it's almost like the morning glory. Okay, because anybody who knows anything about Mother Earth Gaia, they know that the morning glory is one that likes to smother off and choke off other plants, right? Okay, and the reason why they call it the morning glory is because Father is saying he wants you to have glory and faith in all that you do, because you're always mourning of the past that chokes you off, that stuns you, that stops you, that makes you face your own empty being of who you are as an individual. Okay, and this is about you coming into that sacred place of really truly getting to know who you are, who he created you to be, and the connection with him. Okay, so this is having that wisdom to your sacred long journey, which the journey is very hard, and self discovery is very illuminated on how much work that you put into it. Okay, so you can illuminate it on how much work, and if you choose to be in that hot and cold, you know the thing is you're not going to have blessings that come in. You're not going to see the true beauty in who you are as that angelic being, because of the fact you can only, like I said, follow one master. There is only one true master, and that is our Father. And he gives you them final steps. He is like, he's telling me right now, it's like, you have to understand that he is the one that knows how long your string is, okay, when it comes to your journey. He is the one that you should be lodging with when it comes to knowing your spiritual path with the universal laws, the laws of attraction, the divine laws, the spiritual laws, and the earthly laws of what he's talking about, because he's the one that knows how long you're going to be here. Now, if you're not doing any of your spiritual work to get that better knowing of you, suddenly you're filled with terror, you're filled with anxiety, you're filled with depression, you're filled with post-traumatic stress disorders, you have this pleasant stillness to you, like you feel stuck and stagnant, right? It's like he's telling you that wisdom that you're getting, that understanding of the messages that you are getting, you may not understand all of them right now. It's because we all go through a certain level of ascension. We all go through different levels on our journey, and all of us are all at all different levels. So the things that I'm speaking and you being drawn to me as the soul family, these are puzzle pieces that are coming to you on your journey to help you go through a transition to transform into your higher self, to be on that divine guided path. It is to be able to truly stand alone, no matter how cold the world gets, no matter how cold people get towards you, and know that when you go through these different elements of, yeah, I'm on top of the world, and now you feel like you're, on top of the world, but you feel isolated, you feel alone, you feel depressed, you feel the anxiety, you feel the stresses. The thing is everything that you're feeling is everything that our Father felt as he was co-creating, right? People hated him, and they hated him before they hated you, but he created you. He put you on this powerful path to live from your heart, to gain that wisdom, to gain that knowledge, to be able to be that beacon of light, to be able to go through the sudden changes, no matter whether they're dark and dingy or they're bright and sunny and glittery, right? It's that self-discovery. You were put on this earth to have that higher knowing of that self-discovery of who you are. So that is a beautiful card of the day to understand something that we didn't understand as a child, right? Something that we couldn't understand what Father had put us here for. Why are we going through all this pain? Why are we going through all this misery? Why are we going through all these challenges? The thing is Father put you on this journey to self-discovery to have that divine sacred path that is already linked to him. And it's like you coming back home to him to stand in your power to be the one who brings that unity to the world, to have that greater understanding. Because like he says, you know, the wise ones who bring souls to him is the wise one, right? Because they understand their journey. They understand that there is nothing left in this world to become or to have or to gain if you don't come into the true knowing of who you are. So it's like a lot of you feel this emptiness because you're so focused on the material objects, the monetary things, you know, who likes me, who don't like me, who's for me, who's against me. None of that matters, because as long as our Father's for you, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter, because you are already a part of him. You are already on that divine path, and he's having you come back for a stronger mission, stronger success, stronger blessings. Okay. So it's basically him saying that these messages are like your final steps to understand the greater aspect from a child, to have these true new beginnings, to not feel like you're just on this earth to exist. Okay, that you're not just on this earth to go to work, come home, eat, sleep, get up and repeat. That's not how it goes. Okay, he's saying to truly be alone is to truly be in oneness with him, because it doesn't matter what's going on in the outside world. It doesn't matter when you shut yourself off and you isolate from the world. Like this card completely describes it all on a spiritual level. When you isolate yourself from the world and you get in deeper to the understanding of who you are and what he has put you here for, it's this pleasant stillness of you going, now I understand it. Now I know how to make my own life better. And so you follow his divine guidance and you're like, okay, that all makes sense now. So when he talks about the morning glories and how they smother off everything else, it's because these negative energies constantly want to smother you off. They want to distract you. They want to, you know, distract or astray you from your divine path with the distraction to have that temptation that there's something better over here. When Father says, oh no, the best thing is coming to know yourself and to know me, because that's what you're going to get all the blessings. Okay. So it's about having that spiritual wisdom and that knowledge of what you are here truly meant to do. It's not about pleasing people. Okay. Because like he says, you know, you can only please one person a day, and that one person should be him, because he resides within you. So you're pleasing yourself. You're doing for you, not for all these others, because he says that the others, he's saying, Psalm 144, he's saying something about you will get repaid back in evil for the good that you do. And so all these people who have betrayed you, all these people who have deceived you, they ain't repaying you with blessings and rewards, right? Our Father does that. Our Father does that. He's the one that makes you successful. He's the one that shines the light upon you. He's the one that whispers into people's ear to put you in rooms that you haven't even entered yet. But the thing is, the people that you are following, he says you are not a follower, you are a leader, and you have to stand up and you have to be that leader. He made you to be that warrior. And it even says, he even says that he never gives you more than what you can handle. And at the time in your despair, in your situation, you think that you can't handle it. I'm a living testimony that he's put me through some hellacious challenges, some hellacious tests. And every time I put my faith in him harder, come together with him closer, and it gives me that understanding. And a lot of people don't understand that, because when I was having a conversation with my friend a little while ago, I was explaining all these things of what I was feeling on a spiritual level and what I was going through. And it was funny because I'm like, listen, now he's giving me messages. And I would tell her the messages. And as I was on the phone with her, I'm like, wait a minute. All right. He's doing it to me again. He's doing it to me again. He's calling me to my Bible. And I went to my Bible and I started looking up the verses that he was telling me. And did you know that every verse that he channeled to me was everything that I just talked to my friend about, on how it all works on a spiritual level? So what I'm saying is, he hears you. That wisdom, that knowledge that he gives you, when you transform into your sacred self, you hear him. You literally hear his voice. He truly speaks to you. Because when I was reading it to my friend of what he called me to read, and I read it out loud to her, and I said, weren't we just talking about this? So when you think he's not listening, when you think that he is not pulling you out of a situation, use your wisdom and your knowledge when it comes to your spiritual gifts. Because guess what? It is a long journey, but it's that self-discovery that he is answering you. Are you paying attention to the messages? Are you listening to what he is giving you? Or are you letting the distractions distract you on your destination by temptation to not follow his word, to not understand what he is saying? Because I can tell you, as a testimony, she can even tell you everything down to the details of what we spoke and what I knew on a spiritual level and what he was giving me the messages. When he gave me them specific messages in the Bible, and there was one that he really stumped me. He really stumped me. And it was like, wait a minute. I don't remember his name being there in the Bible. And I'm thinking and I'm like, wait a minute. I've read this so many times. I don't see it, because I thought it was by Samuel and I thought it was by John and by Ruth. But the thing is all of a sudden he says to me, page 1161. Bam. It was like, oh, well, why was I thinking James was over here by Samuel and Ruth, and then when he's over here by Psalms and Proverbs, right? Yeah. And Revelations. Okay. So the thing is the message that he was giving, it was like, wow. It was like, I don't know how to explain it to you on a spiritual level, but it confirmed to my friend of the messages that I get from our Father are true and real. Because when he was giving me the messages of certain scripts, and I was saying it out loud to her, like, he's bringing this script to me, and I was saying what he was showing me, and then were the important pieces of the script that he wanted me to see. So then I went and I grabbed the Bible, like I said, and I started looking it up, and I read the whole chapter of the certain paragraphs that he had depicted to me in my message from him. And when I read them to my friend, it was like, that was everything that he was describing to me. Now it makes sense. Because when I went in and I reread what he gave me on a message, he was pulling out certain things from that message that pertain to me on my situation. Hello, sweetheart. Glad to see you on, sweetheart. but he was giving me messages that were pertaining to everything that was going on. And when I get these certain messages, my friend who kind of laughed at it, "You're very welcome, sweetheart." My friend who kind of laughed at me, like joking around, like, "Yeah, right, like you're getting these messages, yada, yada, yada." And the funny thing is her and "You are very welcome, soul sister. I love you, and I hope you're doing good." Like I said, she would laugh about these messages that were coming through. And not yesterday, but the day before. Or maybe it was yesterday because we had the other conversation today. I think it was yesterday. So I reverted back to, because he was bringing the message to come through about May 18th to October 13th and how he was bringing the right and the left hand down. And I talked to her about that today. And so then he gave me the script to show me in Solemns. He gave me the script to tell me that in the right hand is the rubies, and in the left hand was the precious silvers and beyond fine golds, right? Because me being the tree of life and being deeply rooted and grounded to him to give the messages out, that's when he said, "All who comes in contact with you will be blessed." And when I read that to her, I was like, oh, that May 18th, that May 18th video when I was talking about when he come down with the right and left hand. And so this message is to say that when he gives these messages, these are true, accurate messages. I don't have to be around people. I don't have to be face to face with these people. When he gives me a message, it is clarified by what he is saying. And so then her and I started talking a little bit, because this is all going back to that isolation of the wisdom. This is why I'm telling you this, okay? So then we started talking, and he brought up about that video that I did when he said that he was going to come down with the right hand and the left hand and do the mudslides and the sinkholes and show the true power of him, right? So he came in and he told me July 4th, there was a catastrophic mudslide. So my friend was looking and looking and looking, and she didn't see anything with July 4th, nothing at all. And I said, "Father, show us what you're talking about." And I put in July 4th catastrophic events for 2023, and it showed me that Los Angeles and Peak something, Peak Hills or something like that. They had a massive mudslide where they evacuated 12 people. And she was like, "I couldn't find nothing on this." And when I said, "Father, show me," good morning, good morning. When I said, "Father, show me," and I typed it in, it came up, and I sent the link to her. I said, "You're not going to believe this." I said, "Look at this." And so then all of a sudden they all started popping up, where there was like 500 of these mudslides in this time frame that has been going on. So that's why I'm saying you need your path to power of being on that sacred path with Father, getting that wisdom and that knowledge will show you the truth, will show you the process of becoming your true self and having that knowledge. Now, there was things that he had told me that I predicted of what he showed me. And I told my friend, and not even an hour later, it happened. Not even an hour later, it happened. So, what I'm saying is be a part of everything, be a part of every message that you get. Even if you think it is landish, even if you think that it is off center, even if you think that, wait a minute, is this truly the wisdom coming through? Yes, it is. Because Father will always back it up with the proof in the pudding by opening up his book of words and take you exactly to where you need to be to be able to read for yourself of what he's talking about. And when you question yourself, he will bring you right to the script to show you what you truly mean to him. Because when I asked the question of, on a spiritual level, you want me to put these messages out, but people aren't listening fully to the messages and people are walking away from the messages. And I said, why would you do that, Father? And that's when he come in with the Psalms 144, and he was telling me, you are more precious than rubies. You are more precious than silver and fine gold. He said, you are the tree of life, and all who come and bound with you are blessed because you come into your true self. You come into that transformation. You get that wisdom of everything that you already need to know, everything that is coming forth to you. So, in this message, what did it make us realize, Father? What did it make us realize since you gave us this beautiful message? Yeah, this is 37, illumination, east and yellow. Okay, this is about illuminating who you are. This is about being able to reflect back on your spirit of who you are and the connection with Father. This is showing you that you are a greater divine to this earth than you think. Stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning yourself. And when Father puts something in your head, that is a message for you to decode. And in order for you to decode it, you need to sit in silence and you need to listen. What is he guiding you to? What is coming to your mind? Write it down. And if it's written down where it's a bunch of mumbo jumbo, where you don't understand why he's putting all these little pieces together, just know that because the one message that you think that you should hear from him is not the message that he is trying to give to you. So has you write down all these little mumbo jumbo messages that are coming to your mind, and he's trying to illuminate certain things that you've been holding on to. Certain things were like the morning glory, what is trying to choke you off, what is trying to distract you, what is trying to pull you away from your destination with temptation. Okay. So he's trying to illuminate things for you, for the yellow, to work through the emotions and have that new beginning, right? It's you need to put the work into your life because 37 all comes down to you. If you are not putting the hard work in to coming into that invitation that he gave you with the wisdom as that sacred path, as that spiritual being, as one of his chosen ones, the thing is you're not seeing it from a different perspective. That means you're closing him off. That means you are not illuminating. That means you are not fully coming into who you are as the spiritual being. That means you're not putting in the work. And what happens when you don't put in the work? He who don't work is nothing, right? He who hesitates loses, right? You have to put in that hard work spiritually, mentally, physically, with your mind, your emotions, and everything. You need to see the different images that Father is bringing to you, what he is illuminating in your life that needs to be worked on, and what he is trying to help you blossom in your life to come into that higher consciousness of who you are. So when he's talking about not only making the change, you need to be the change. You need to be the change to reflect on these things and elevate yourself to that higher level and to not be afraid to illuminate everything that he's showing you. You need to see things from a different perspective, not what people are telling you, because a lot of people will tell you when they're messengers of the devil, okay? They will tell you certain things that you want to hear to keep you stagnant. The people who are truly working with Father want to see you blossom, want to see you step into your full spiritual self of who you are, to illuminate the things that await for you on an invitation on a much greater place and a much better life with Father, being able to stop and not have to worry about all this chaotic stuff that's going on in the world, right? All these worries, because he says worry is a wasted emotion. But when you stop all of that and you start letting your aura glow, when you let your light glow, when you shine, when you blossom, when you totally grow, you start to inspire not only yourself, but you inspire other people with your angelic light that comes in. And some people, oh, they will fear your light. They will be like, oh, there's something I don't like about her. Well, guess what? The only reason why you don't like what I'm having to say, what Father has given me the message, is because your demons are coming in and saying, no, no, we're trying to distract you. We don't want you to heal. We don't want you to be on your destination path. We don't want you to be into your isolated self of who you are that God has brought you into, right? Therefore, Father comes in and says, listen, you need to take the responsibility and put in the hard work. If you're not willing to put in the hard work, he won't bless you. You will be stuck and stagnant. Okay? You need to take that responsibility and have that will to follow, to have that will to understand, have that creativity to be able to get the messages that Father is bringing to you. It's about helping you realize that he has a much greater purpose than what you are going through right now. And people say, oh, well, it's so rough. It's so rough. It's so rough. Well, guess what? The rougher it gets, the happier you should be. And I know it sounds morbid, right? But I'm telling you, the rougher it gets, the happier you should be, because that means God is about to drop blessings upon blessings upon blessings on you. He is about to give you that crown of life. He is about to bless you with more things than you can even imagine. The thing is, you have to illuminate it, okay? Because there are seven spiritual crowns that he can give you. And if you can't even obtain the crown of life to live and be blessed and be thankful and illuminate who you truly are, you're not seeing it from a different perspective. Then you're reflecting on this isolated vision that the devil wants you, because the devil is going to give you messages. The devil is going to give you that temptation. That devil is going to distract you. The devil's going to put it in your head that Father doesn't have the best for you. But that's a lie. That's a lie. Because when you start to see your own light, when you start to see your own new vision of who you truly are, you come into the perimeter of your higher consciousness. And when you come into your higher consciousness, then you can come into your subconsciousness and your unconsciousness. Okay? There's 3 different ones. People need to pay attention on a spiritual level, because this is something that is sacred to you and Father. But if you're not willing to put in the hard work, if you're not willing to put in that wisdom and knowledge that he already instilled in you, yeah, it's like your glow is not going to flow. Okay? So, what do we need to work on, Father? What do we need to work on? How beautiful. How beautiful. This is number 7, trust, south and red. So you need to ground yourself. You need to trust and believe in our Father that he has the best divine plan for you. Everything that he is doing for you, he is doing to benefit you. So when I tell you that the rougher it gets, the more happy you should be, that is because the devil is now going, wait a minute. We're going to throw these people one right after another to come and smack dab you right between your third eye and give you these challenges, these problems, these conflicts, these betrayers, these backstabbers, and everything else. They do it because the devil sees that Father is ready to bless you with something massive. And if you get down in that negative energy, oh yeah, the devil steals your blessing. He takes your blessing. And sometimes God stops you from doing something that you thought was on your divine plan. And Father says, oh no, I'm taking this because I have something better for you. Don't get down when I take something from you. I'm trying to help you illuminate and hold that wisdom that I'm giving you. So trust and believe. that he is the sacred one, right? Trust and believe that he is the sacred one that holds the keys, that holds that ancient wisdom and knowledge of who you are. He has the master key. Nobody else knows how to roll this stone or which way to roll the stone, but Father does. Because when you balance your dark between your light and you illuminate and see that he has something much greater for you, and you don't let the devil distract you, and you don't let, jealousy and, illness and love and relationships and everything else stand in your way. That's you trusting and believing in our Father. That's you being able to say, guess what? He is protecting me, and he is about to bless me with that crown of life. He is about ready to show me that the 7 seals that I have been going through, it's like he's coming in and saying it's like the warrior of the broken lance. Okay, when he says it's the warrior of the broken lance. Okay, so he's coming in and basically telling me right now, the devil is trying to help you battle backwards. Okay, the devil is trying to take you back to your old self when you have worked so hard to your new self of illuminating who you are as Father has made you, to hold that wisdom and know that he is isolating you to fully trust and believe in him, not to listen to what the devil is trying to do. He's also saying something about without his trust and without you trusting him, there is no love. Because the thing is if you don't trust and believe in him and you want to listen to society and you want to listen to the devil's messengers and everything else, you don't love Father. The only time you love Father is when you truly need something. Don't use him like that. He is a man of his word, and you fully trust and believe in him. He's going to bless you with the crown of life. And like I said, I have all the other crowns that he's telling me, but he's telling me the crown of life, because he said, and he's bringing it back out right now. He's saying the evil and the wrongdoers who dig that pit, they're going to fall in that pit. And when he rolls the stone, that stone's going to roll back on him, and he will condemn them. And he's showing me that condemning. He's showing me James chapter 1, verse 12 of condemning. Yeah, because he's saying you need to be able to trust the ways of our Father. You need to trust the ways of his divine power, and everything that he is doing is not to tear you down, in a sense, to keep you in depressed and anxiety and poverty and everything else. What he is doing is he's tearing you down to rebuild you with his strength, to illuminate of what he co-created as you as a child, to give you that wisdom, to give you that sudden knowledge of having that face-to-face interaction with our Father. Because people are like, oh, I don't see him. Oh, I ask and I don't receive. The thing is when you ask and you don't receive, is it because you're only asking him when you truly need something? You don't trust and believe in him anytime until you are in a bad situation? That's not right. You are to hold Father in your heart, mind, and soul, in your energetic vessel, always, always. Because as a Hyoki empath, you feel his spirit. You feel his knowledge. You feel his wisdom of what he's giving you. The thing is a lot of people think that it feels foreign to them. They think that it feels foreign. They get confused. And that's because their light is dimmed by the distractions of the devil trying to take that warrior that God co-created to stand strong in their beliefs, to stand strong, to be able to speak their truth, to take accountability. But the devil is trying to do that broken lance of taking that battle to bring you backwards, to be with him in hell or high water, right? He's saying hell or high water. The thing is, his father has the passion and the desire to control that water to burn out his flame. He is powerless when it comes to having that connection with our father. And a lot of people get jealous. A lot of people get envious. But when they do this, that is because they're in their mind. They're not in their heart of what Father co-created to illuminate. And that's why they come down with physical illnesses. That's why they come down with physical sicknesses, because they are continuously sinning and not trusting and believing in our Father. And he says, guess what? I'm going to show you the power of me. I'm going to show you the power of the Great Spirit, me and my Father, your grandfather, he's saying, your grandfather. I'm going to show you the power of me and your grandfather. And you will trust the ways, because it's only going to be something that he can show you how powerful it is to trust from your heart, because he is unconditional love. And again, he's coming in and saying, if you don't give unconditional love, if you don't love yourself, you don't love our Father, because he gave you a heart of gold. He gave you that giving heart. He gave you that unconditional love, because that's who he is. He's a very forgiving, loving, caring, generous, compassionate person. And that's why we forgive. So it's about trusting and believing and holding true in the divine power of who you are. It's about having that understanding that people who do you wrong will always, their darkness always comes to the light, because Father says, listen, I will send my earth angels. I will light up the sky. I will light up their darknesses. I will give them the messages to pull out their darknesses so that they have to face their demons, because I did not co-create them to have that demonic in them, that toxicity in them, that negativity in them. I didn't create them. Am unconditional love. So people think that it's foreign when you say, don't be in your mind, because the devil controls your mind. The devil distracts you. The devil pulls you away from your destination, your sacred path from Father, right? So he says, trust and believe. Trust and believe about that stability. Trust and believe in illuminating who you are and what he needs you to see on your isolated path with him, with that wisdom. There is no more hot and cold, okay? Because the thing is, as above, as below, right? There is no more hot and cold. You need to find that duality. In order to find that duality, you need to listen to the wisdom and knowledge. Hey, you need to listen to that wisdom and that knowledge that Father is giving, because he is wanting you to do the hard work and to know, don't give up when things get hard. Look to the sky and put your hands up with a big smile and give Father praise, give him gratitude. Why? Because when them hard times come in so hard, it's because he's ready to bless you with the crown of life, of something that is to transition into the divine path, that sacred path, for you to have that sacred transformation, so that you can see all aspects of what he has co-created, so you can see the beauty in everything. So yeah, I mean, that's, and you protecting him as he protects you. It's the fact of, you're not going to let these negative energies pull you out. You're going to block these negative energies. He's going to help block these negative energies. Why? Because you trust in your heart means that you trust and believe in our Father. When you're in your mind, you're listening to the devil. You're listening to the devil, and he's giving you that ancient wisdom and knowledge and say, I made you from unconditional love. I made you to come into that unity and to follow. See, this is the north, okay? This is the north right here. You see how the south is kind of hidden? Okay, so then this is his depiction right now. Emotionally, with unconditional love, you should be following him. He is that North Star. He makes you the star. And you see how the south right here is more off to the side and hidden? He's like emotionally, because the water is made up of 96% of this earth, the water is telling you emotionally, don't let them negativities hold you back from illuminating who you are. Don't let them negativities block your wisdom and isolate you between the hot and cold. You were made for greatness, and that's what you need to see. So, what are they out of balance of, Father? What are they out of balance when it comes to their future? Because it's a foreign communication to them of not understanding and not knowing how to truly welcome all aspects of the foreignness of this journey, right? Because he said if it was made to be easy, guess what? Would you really know what you're doing? Yeah. Wow. So the two cards came out, right? We have number 10, which is skill, south and red. And we have 6, which is flow, south and red. Okay, this is about being deeply rooted and grounded. And what is stopping you from the balance of your future is you, as number 10, as the skill, following who you are as that angelic being, being able to go with the flow. Stop letting negativity take you off of your destination, distract you with temptation, and stop letting the devil be in your mind of overthinking. You should come from your heart. That's why Father says, listen from your heart, not from your ears, because the devil whispers shit in there to throw you off. Father talks to you through your heart, through your energetic vessel, through that heart that he co-created to show you your skill, to be able to go with the flow. And so a lot of this is where, okay, 6 is all about that growth and that unconditional love. He wants you to be able to go with the flow, have that growth, and come into your true angelic skills of who he co-created you to be. Because see, when, yeah, and it's downpouring right now with the purification. I love it. So when he's showing you, this is all about the healing, right? This is about being deeply rooted and grounded in your healing, to let the past go. Let the past go. You see, this needs to be broke away. This cannot be connected to your north node. You cannot follow 2 different masters. You can only follow the one. And it should be the one of that unconditional love. It should be the one who gave you the skills, gave you the wisdom, gave you the knowledge to be able to flow through the hard times and trust and believe. Look, you see right here where she's sitting? The angelic team will always catch you. You will never fall. You will never fall into the abyss. They will never let you fall in that hole, in that darkness. They will never let anybody roll that stone on you at all. But you need to be able to trust and believe in our Father. So, like I said, if your life is a living hell right now and you feel like all this turmoil is just pouring in at you and hitting you from every direction, go outside and honestly put your hands to the sky like you were hugging Father. Give him praise and gratitude, because you are about to be blessed bigger than you even know. He is about to give you that crown of life. And when I say he is going to give you that crown of life, he is going to give you the divine power from his great spirit to be able to go with the flow, to know how to heal, to get the angelic messages from the spiritual realms that are coming in, to be able to guide you to safety, to be able to use your skill and know exactly what needs to happen when all these darker, negative, lower energies come at you, because he's saying with a lot of the South here, there is a lot of contracts from your past life that have not been abolished, that have not been completed. And so he's trying to illuminate that path for you to be able to bring them to a completion in this lifetime by following the wisdom, so that you are not feeling isolated, that you are not feeling stuck, that you are not becoming the mirrors that are entrapping you. Because when you're looking in the mirrors, it is them devil energies that are entrapping you, because you're not seeing consciously and subconsciously and unconsciously of who you are as a divine being. Yeah, because I'm here, and it's that broken lance of you as the warrior. The devil is trying to take you in a battle by pulling you backwards, pulling you away from Father, getting you to stop trusting and believing not only in him, but in yourself, and to not use your wisdom. Okay. He is wanting you to not use your wisdom, that pleasant stillness that Father sits inside of you and says, hey, listen, I'm talking to you. I'm telling you where to go. I'm telling you how to do it. I'm bringing up the ideas. Start writing down the different little messages that he's giving you that come to mind, because he's depicting that message, and it is up to you to decode it. Yeah. Let me get a drink here quick. I'm telling you. Wow. Ooh-wee. Okay, so what do we need more clarity on, Father? What do we need more clarity on? Because I believe the message is, yeah, I'm telling you. What do we need more clarity on? This is 26 gathering North and White. Father is trying to help you gather the information that you need to be successful, to be able to come onto your divine path and know what you are meant to do with the skills that he has given you, to be able to gather that information about staying deeply rooted and grounded, and knowing that the devil speaks and whispers in your ears. Okay. He messes with your mental stability. He creates that depression and that anxiety, because he gets you to think that Father doesn't love you, that Father doesn't believe in you, that Father's not there for you. So when you grab and gather the true information, this is like the world card, right? This is about bringing it into completion. This is about traveling to higher levels of consciousness, and higher levels of subconsciousness, and higher levels of unsubconscious. Okay. There's 3 states that you go through on just that particular knowing of the divine path. But this is you being able to gather that knowledge, gather that wisdom, and fully come from your heart, where Father is saying he will fill the ground that you walk on. You will not sink in the pits and the traps that the devil has in mind for you. He will help you gain that knowledge for you to be able to use one day when you fully awaken on your spiritual path, and get that clarity of becoming all of one in life. And that's becoming with him in life. The white is all about the north node, right? So it's about having that greater understanding. Okay, so what is the lesson? What is the lesson of their deeper fear that's holding them in a deeper fear, Father? What is the lesson that's holding them? Yeah. Confirmation. And Father, put this card right on number 7 of trust. It's broken down to 34, focus, north, and white. And the reason why? Hear your spiritual calling. Clear the emotions. Okay, remember when you were isolated? Remember when he isolated you? You could see nothing and you were going between the hot and cold, hot and cold. Yeah, confirmation right here. Here's that clarity. And your deepest fear is not being able to focus on the messages that he's giving you. You feeling like you cannot hear what he is saying because you're listening with your ears, not with your heart. And this is Father coming in and saying, listen, you need to be able to process the messages that you are getting from the experts of the warriors that he put on this, that have an attitude of gratitude, that are the ones who are the life warriors that can go through these challenges and have great understanding, and to be thankful and grateful, to be able to reflect, even though the sun is shining over here, right? The moon is still out. How many of you seen the sun and the moon out at the same time? That's about balancing yourself with your light and dark. That's about being able to have that passion to develop your power, to focus on what Father is trying to show you in all aspects of your life, so that you have that greater knowing. Yes, amen. He does. He comes in to steal and take your blessings away because you're not trusting and believing. You're not illuminating and letting your light shine. You go in your mind. Do not let him whisper in your ear. Tell him to go hang glide from a Dorito or something, but tell him, no, he cannot be here, because the agreement with you and Father is that you stand in your power to do the endeavors that Father has placed upon you with your skills, with your knowledge, and to be able to go with the flow of who he co-created you to be, because you are that angelic being. Your spiritual team is here always. They will catch you. You see her right here? They are there to catch you anytime the devil is trying to make you fall. He will not succeed. He will not succeed. But the essential task is the fact, do not let him whisper in your ear. Listen from your heart, because that's where our Father lies. That's where you need to put your focus. And I got the goosebumps right now because my angelic team and Father are coming in and saying, yes, stress it, that people have to trust and believe. And when you see 7-7, 7-7 is all about him saying, I told you there was massive changes and massive shifts that were coming. These transitions and these transformations are because you're trusting and believing and following your heart. You are doing the willful need of our Father by getting rid of that deceit, that negativity, getting rid of Satan, okay? Tell him, okay? Doritos, I'm telling you, go hang glide from a Dorito. Tell him. See how he succeeds, because once he tries to hang glide from that Dorito, I guarantee you his ass is going to go right in the pits. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Same here. Absolutely, Misty. Yes. I love it because it is so true. It is so true. And so when Father comes out and say, listen, instead of being isolated, because he wanted you to get that wisdom and knowledge, you are being given that wisdom and knowledge by the earth angels that he have put here on the 3D earth matrix. The thing is he also wants you to listen with your heart, because this is the heart of the ocean, right? This is the heart of the emotion. This is all about listening to our Father from the heart, not from our ears. Satan comes to our ears. He whispers. He thinks they're sweet nothings, but they're the most disgusting, dirty, downright evil things that he could ever whisper for people to do. Yes, absolutely. Rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Do not let him. And I even wrote it down today in big letters, because when the devil tries to come in and tries to think he's sly, I let him know that my wings are open and I can fly, because the thing is I don't focus on what he's saying. I look at Father and I trust and believe in Father, and I say, why is he even trying to show up here? He was not invited to this party. Okay, remove him from our table. We wish him well on whatever he's doing. But we have the thanksgiving of our soul family and our soul tribe and the ones who trust and believe to illuminate who they truly are, to wake up to their true divine purpose of who they are. Okay. So the fear today that is stopping you from transformation and from any type of healing, what do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know? What do we need to know, Father? Yeah. Again, our Father comes out and says, what's stopping you from your transformation and healing is number 30, trusting and believing in our Father and having the courage, which is north and white, right? So this is our Father coming in and saying, what is stopping your transformation and healing is that some of you get so bound in your mind what the devil's whispering to you that you forget that Jesus resides inside of you. He is not going to let you fall. He is not going to let them condemn you. He's going to condemn them. Okay. And he says that when the devil comes in, he's going to repay you in evil, not the good that you're doing. He will repay you in evil to make your life more of hell. That is his mission. Where Father says, listen, have the courage and trust and believe. Oops. Have the courage and trust and believe that you will never go thirsty. You will never go hungry. I will always give you the wisdom and the knowledge to understand what's going on your journey, whether it's in your higher consciousness, your subconsciousness, or your unconsciousness. Okay. He's telling you, he will always feed you with that information. He will always make sure that you are on the right path. And you will always know when you are on the right path because he will give you signs and synchronicities. And the sign and synchronicity that he's given me right now is 544. Okay. 544 is saying that you are on the divine path, that your ascended masters are telling you, hey, you're on the right path. You're very abundant. You're standing in your power and you have new beginnings when you follow what they are showing. Absolutely. And the reason why these spirits try to torture your mind, this is what I was saying. When things start going absolutely south for you, when things are completely where every time you turn around, there's something bad, 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 right? Okay. The reason why is because the devil knows that Father is ready to put down his right hand and give you that blessing with his left hand that shows the true gem that you are, that shows the true tree of life that you are deeply rooted and connected with him to bless others with the abundance of the unconditional love that you have. So it's like the devil, he smells this, right? He smells it and he's like, ooh, well, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. So this person feels like they can't come up, like they can't get a breath of fresh air, like they can't hear anymore because I'm taking over. I am taking over for them in their mind. But when you trust and believe in Father and you have that complete courage, the devil's never going to win because you rebuke that devil, you banish that devil, you bind him from ever stepping foot in your life because there is only one master to follow. Yes, yes. And and it's a good thing that you brought that up, sweetheart, because you know what? I was just getting ready to say that Father said you need to be careful on certain people in your life. Because the thing is when it comes to using that wisdom and knowledge and being able to illuminate on your path and trust and believe in our Father, to be able to go with the flow and to use your skills, he is saying, listen, when you start going through major changes and massive things start happening, you start gathering that information that even some of your closest people, even your children, can become karmic. Okay, they show their karmic self. And why? Because the more light you shine, the more it upsets their demons inside, the more the devil tries to come out and messes up your grounding foundation of trusting and believing in our Father, right? The thing is You cannot let him have power like that. You need to stand in your power. You need to show him that you have the strength of having Father within you and having that courage to stay focused. Stay focused on the one person who is going to bless you and anoint you with the most blessings ever. Yes, yes. And the thing is it happens so many times because people will be like, oh, well, I've been friends with such and such for this long, okay? And they never did me wrong, okay? But all of a sudden, you go through a situation, that person no longer reaches out or contacts or anything. And when they do, they say, well, what's in it for me? That's because the devil has whispered in their ear to bring them to betray you because Father says, trust in me that I want this person out of your life. And when he wants somebody out of your life, it doesn't matter how long they've been in your life, he is going to rip them out of your life for your benefit. Because where you're going, they are not allowed to come for the sinful things that they're doing. Okay? So it's about using that wisdom and that knowledge to illuminate what he's doing for you and all the turmoil that you are going through. The worse it gets, like I said, stand outside and praise. Hallelujah, Father. Thank you so much. I have an attitude of gratitude of giving me all these problems and complications that the devil's trying to show me because I know you are about to bless me. And he doesn't like the fact that you're going to bless me because I trust and believe in my higher power, the only power. Yes. And the thing is, when it comes to addiction, it is a demonic spirit. It is the devil that whispers in this person because they are not in the consciousness of who they are when they are doing these addictive behaviors. They can't remember the events or things that have taken place or the abuse or the things that they say because they are controlled by a demonic spirit. That is beautiful. God bless him. God bless him. Yes. That is beautiful. Yes, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Because the thing is like I said, addiction is that demonic spirit. And every time you shine your light, because somebody, they can hear your message about your recovery, or somebody who has recovered, they want to cut that person down. It's because their demons are pissed off that they could not hold that person down, that that person trusted and believed in the higher power to go to recovery, that that person stepped in to trusting in our Father. That that is God's work of bringing his true heart back to the purity of who he created him to be. That's beautiful, sweetheart. That is beautiful. I love seeing stuff like that because that is the testimony of our Father that no matter how bad the demons try to come and mess with your mind and put you in these addictions, you have to have the courage to stand up and know that you will be fed the correct information and knowledge by our Father, that he will not mislead you, he will not forsake you, and he will never, never manipulate you in a negative way. The things that he does with the lessons is to show you what you need to do on your path, but he will always make sure that you are fed with that correct knowledge, that you are always protected. And when I say always protected, I'm talking all the multidimensional realms. He deploys them every day. The moment you wake up, even in your sleep, he deploys them when you're sleeping. Okay. And that's why a lot of you, when you can't remember your dreams fully, it's because the negative energies try to come and attack you in your sleep, in your unconsciousness, okay, in your subconsciousness. They come in to try to attack you, and Father says, the spiritual realms come in and say, and they wash it away because that was not a correct message for you. So when you can't remember your dreams, it's because Father has wiped that negative energy out because he did not want you to receive that message that the devil was trying to give you, and to be like he was playing like he was love of light, and that this was a godly message. No, these negative energies try to play like they are of divine love. You have to use your discernment of who's coming at you. You need to be able to use your knowledge and your wisdom and ask Father, Father, something ain't feeling right, okay, about this energy that's coming. Something's a little off. And Father says, if that red flag goes up, that friendship goes off. You want to know why? Because that person is not meant for you. That person is not meant for you in your life. Yes. So it is about truly trusting and believing on the divine path of what he is showing you. Now, if you can remember your dreams, that is because that is Father and your angelic team is telling you that, hey, you need to see something. Hey, that's why he says, write it down, because you have to decode your dreams in that message. So when you remember your dreams, know that that is a true message from our Father. When you can't remember your dreams and you had a nightmare and you can't remember that, that's because God took that away from you. He did not want the devil to succeed and give you that nasty message. He didn't want him to alter your mind. He wanted you to listen to your heart. Yeah. Yes, it is spiritual. I've been down that path too. I can say that I was on some pretty hard things back in my day, and I knew it was the devil because who God created me to be. I have never been one to hurt people or anything like that. But when I was on that, oh my goodness. Yes, talk about the devil having a stronghold on you. Oh my gosh. When I finally broke away from all that and understood the spiritual attack that the devil was doing, he calls you that to manipulate your mind. He calls you that to alter the state of your mind so that you can't recall what you are doing. Okay. So that way you can't take accountability for what you're doing. That's how the devil likes to work. But when you are working from Father, you will be able to remember everything. And when I was on these hard drugs, it's like I went through that stage and I got punished by my family because I went to go put myself in recovery, to recover, and they didn't support me. It was like the devil chose them to not support me, to keep me in that addiction. And I was like, whoa, okay, wait a minute. And I said, Father, why are they not supporting me? He said, karmic family. That's what he told me, karmic family. And it all made sense because I started seeing all their behaviors and the way they treated me, the way they outcasted me, the way they shunned me from having family functions and all of that and kept me away, is because they were a karmic family. So the thing is when you truly go through that addiction where the devil attacks you, it is on that very spiritual warfare of that dark entity that's coming in. Because, like you said, sweetheart, on mine, yeah, I shouldn't be here either. I have passed 3 times. The thing is when it comes to that and you're talking about, you shouldn't be here, it's because you were given that generous, loving, caring, compassionate heart. And you had a lot of karmic things in your past. And God knew the purity of who you were, but also knew that you were very angry inside because of what these tricksters and these devil energies were doing to you, and how you had to protect yourself and defend yourself, and you know brought out that sinful you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the ones who actually see the achievement of you into your recovery, into your new being of who you are, that's because your light shines so bright of being able to trust and believe and have that courage to focus on what your path truly is. And that's following our Father to illuminate the best version of you. And to be that best version, He brought you to be that testimony to say, hey, listen, I shouldn't be here right now for all the hard shit that I did. Okay. But I'm here. And when people use the excuse that you can't change, old behaviors can't be changed, that is baloney. That is BS. BS. I'm telling you, the Bible said that is not true, because you can repent. And when I say BS, that's the Bible said. Okay. To me, that's the Bible said, because the Bible said you can repent. God will forgive. He will give you that second chance. He will give you that understanding. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. The people in my family, they had their own addictions that they were battling, their own demons with alcoholism and, you know, cocaine and, you know, the hallucinants and everything else. They had their own addictions that they couldn't even be truthful and bring to the surface. You know, they hid things. But when I went down that path, it was I was the bad person. I was this, I was that. And you know, the friends that I called family, they were the ones that condoned it. They were like, here, 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 here. You know, you're a hoot to be able to hang out with. And it's like, wait a minute. No, my soul family doesn't do that. My soul family is not going to condone me and feed me so much that I'm like, what am I doing? Where am I at? What's going on? You know? And to watch many of my friends die, watch many of my friends die because of it. When I got clean, it was like God took all them people away from me. They all had a reason to be mad at me because I was clean, and they couldn't figure out, how do I help myself? How do I recover? How do I get better? I never condoned them because I've been down that road. I know exactly what it's like. When the devil has a stronghold on you, you can't stop. You become a person who you don't even know. And that's the bad part of it. But when you can go into recovery and people are still mad at you, people are still booing you, and people are still trying to discredit you, to me, they have their demons that they're hiding, because anybody who goes through recovery to be that better version of them, to be that better self, to be into their spirituality of who God co-created them to be, is a much stronger warrior than the ones who are sitting there condemning somebody for going through recovery, for being a free spirit now, having that freedom and liberation, because I'm going on 24 years clean. 24 years. That's right. Yes. Yes, absolutely. He didn't. He didn't, and he don't condemn. He don't condemn. The thing is he came to save the wise ones. Okay? Because like I'm saying, with the way the world is right now, he's even saying out of that 144, we're lucky if we're going to see 1,000 of them 144 walk the righteousness with Father, because the devil is trying so hard to hold these people back, to stop them. And you know, so many use their addictions to blame others. Okay. Yeah. They use their addictions to masquerade of taking accountability. So when they come into recovery and all these emotions are flooding and hitting them, and Father's saying, guess what? You know, here, we need to illuminate all of this, right? We need to illuminate it. We need to be able to heal it. You need to be able to use that wisdom and knowledge and let other people know. By trusting and believing in our Father, He's going to show you that different path. Okay, so all the people who are coming at you now and are like, well, you're not as good as you used to be because you were using, and you know, taking the old you versus the new you, which the new you is the actual you that Father co-created in the first place. but you didn't have that energetic support. You didn't have that spiritual guidance to have that understanding. The thing is now that you have that spiritual understanding, that addiction is the devil, and he wants to mind all that you're doing. He wants you to lose and sacrifice everything that you have to feed that addiction, because he knows he can manipulate you, because he is so damn weak. He is so damn weak and so powerless that he has to have your mental stability incapacitated in order to manipulate you, because he knows he is the weakest link. He knows when you trust and believe in Father, ain't nothing he can do. Ain't nothing he can do. That's right. You are an inspiration, sweetheart, because you are a true testimony. You are an inspiration. You are a true testimony, because the thing is you battled that demon. You did for yourself by trusting and believing not only in you, but in our Father who resides in you, in that pure, beautiful heart of gold that you have. You trusted and believed. You defeated that devil. And you know what? When you defeated that devil, he got pissed off and he came at you even harder. He tried to flip your world upside down, all because you did better for yourself. Yes. But the thing is, you conquered it. And he knows now that he cannot manipulate you. He stands no chance. But he is what you call the weakest link, because he's powerless, knowing that the people that he had close to that gates of hell, in that pit, having his little bonfire of precious little negative deities attack you, he is the weakest link, because he had to have a stimulant for your mind, because he knew you're strong minded. If you didn't have them hard drugs and you didn't have them addictions, your strong mind, he would have never got close to you. But he knew this is the only way he could manipulate us, is by throwing us into addiction and making us forget about our responsibilities and forget about taking accountability, and to be hurtful and sinful and hurt others and do others wrong, to fend for ourselves, to be that negative being, right? So when you went through your recovery, yeah, you defeated that demon. And now all his little deities, all his little messengers, all his little terrans, they come in and they try to throw these little things at you. And the stronger you stay trusting and believing in our Father, and they can't do it, they're like, your plan is failing, dude. You either need to come up with a new plan, or we're no longer going to listen to you. We're going to cross over to the light side, because guess what? You are a weak man. Okay. You are like a little boy in a man's body trying to control these people, but you have to alter their consciousness with some type of addiction in order to mentally mind them. Okay. Sorry, but it came out. Sorry, Father. You know me. You know me. When it comes to that, yeah, he has to try it that way, because he is not a man of power. Okay. He is a manipulator. He is a deceiver. He is a home wrecker. He he is a lying, backstabbing, no good person, right? He's not even a person to me. Like I said, if he comes around me, I'm going to say, hey, go hang glide from a Dorito. Because you know what? That's being nice of, hey, stay away from me because your words mean nothing. Now, when I say 24 years sober, that's completely of everything. And that's my connection. While everybody else is out partying it up and drinking and thinking that they need this to calm down and relax and everything else. No, that's him saying, hey, I'm going to alter the state of your mind while you're trying to relax and find that peace. I'm going to alter your mind so I can come in and whisper for you to get in your stinking thinking, so that you can act out, so that you can misbehave, so that you can treat others like crap, so you can have that liquid courage, right? That's what he's calling it, liquid courage. because the devil himself drinks his own devil juice. That's the only time he's got courage, when he can alter the state of your mind under chemicals or manipulation, lies, and deceit. He's the one that just needs to take a seat and trust and believe that he is weak. He is weak. And every day he becomes weaker and weaker and weaker. Yes. All right. So now that we've got that message out there, let's find out what the crystals want to say, because I'm telling you, it's better to go through the transformation. Yeah. Confirmation. You said, remember how I said it was raining out and it was purification? The first card that came out was cleanse. Cleanse. This is the spiritual enlightenment to cleanse that negative energy, to cleanse them lower deities that think that they can alter your mind and alter your state of consciousness of who you are. When you look at this, you see how the negative energy is all spiritually protected by the divine, by God himself, with that stability to get the spiritual enlightenment from that flower of life, that seed that Father co-created in you. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, it's you have to know that when it comes to the maturity level between the devil and our Father has so much more wisdom and knowledge. The devil, like I said, he is weak, undereducated, and he tries the most manipulating, deceitful things to make people feel like they're crazy, to make people step out of character, to make people be shamed and blamed in public for their actions and their behaviors, when he manipulated it all. Yeah, look, confirmation, new beginning to your soul journey. It is a stronger foundation. Number 44, okay? So when you see 44, again, this is the Ascended Masters coming through and saying, listen, you are so abundant and so powerful that you will see that you are building a stable foundation. So when things start getting hard, go out there and praise. Lift your hands to the sky and praise Father. Tell him, hallelujah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I know that now that you just made everything so hard and so devastating, and where you can't focus and you feel like everything's coming at you. Ooh, I know, by trusting and believing, being that Hyoki warrior, feeling God's spirit and his power and that sensation that comes in, it's like, I'm getting my blessings. You saw my blessings and you want to put that red flag up there, right, man? You want to come in and put that red flag up, and Father says, not on their soul journey. Because they have that self-love and they have that stability. Okay. So when you have that self-love, that's because you know our Father, because he is of love. When you have that self-love, that self-care, that self-nourishment, yeah, that means that you truly know our Father, because that's who he is and that's who you are. Beautiful messages, Father. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm hearing beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So stay grounded. Stay grounded. This is Father coming in and spiritually telling you, giving you information through your third eye. Okay. Through your third eye, through your angelic team. It's telling you, stay grounded in the knowledge of trusting our Father, to illuminate these things of the darkness that are trying to pull you down, who are trying to pull you down. And it's funny because we have cleanse and ground with these crystal cards, and in between you have the light blue of the third eye connection, and you have pink of that self-love and that compassion, that that Kaboto calcite. So it's telling you, divine masculine is divine feminine. You are protected. Stay grounded. Cleanse yourself, purify, and don't let them darker energies in. Yes. So if you just seen that shadow, that means they're coming in from the different dimensions. Look, confirmation. They're coming in from the different dimensions to channel with you, to give you messages, to give you deeper understanding. And when this is the black phantom quartz that comes out, this is very abundant. Okay. So they're trying to channel messages to you. Father is trying to reach to give you certain messages to have that understanding. All right. So what did the goddess want to say? What are the goddess coming in and saying? Yeah, Isis is coming in and saying, guess what? You have a rebirth coming. Father says there is a rebirth. Okay. And this is a rebirth. I'm hearing right now that this is a rebirth when it comes to your twin, because they are illuminating the snakes. They're giving you clarity right here with the hawk. I'm seeing on the heart chakra right here. It is activating that heart chakra. That is the heart chakra. Okay, what else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Yeah, God's shield of protection right here. God's armor. This is God's armor and the balance. And the great goddess came out. Can you believe this? The great goddess came out. This is that sacred unity of coming into thyself. This is that sacred unity that Father was talking about being the center of being deeply rooted and grounded, right? About being able to balance, to have that vitality of who you are as that abundant being, to be able to have them connections from the multi-dimensional realms and from our Father. Ooh, yeah, baby. Yeah. Maya is coming in with the truth. Okay, so Father's coming in with the truth. So trust and believe in the truth that is being spoken. Because Skylud is coming in with the future. Okay, this is about your divine path. You have to transform and heal in order to come to your spiritual path. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so what do we need to know from the deep records, the Hall of Records? Yeah. The One of Scrolls, this is Father saying, listen, you are on target. You are moving to a new destination. You are ascending to a higher level. It's like you had to battle all these different directions and different things that were going on your journey. But now, look, this is showing 4:40 on the clock. So he's saying 4:40. This is the ascended master saying that you are abundant, you stand in your power, and they are all there with you. It says 4:40 on the clock. Yeah, confirmation. So you could be seeing 4444. I'm telling you, this is 4444 is you coming into reunion with your twin flame, because now you are going through this transition to make this massive transformation, to understand, to trust Father of what he was showing you, to illuminate and get that wisdom, to use your skill and focus on everything, to know that you have a higher purpose. You have a higher purpose. Yes, because look at the Three of Keys. People want to play games with you. This is all about people want to play games to keep you stuck. They don't want you to be on track. They don't want you to get that knowledge. They want to see you fall every step of the way. And you've been battling through all these changes, and they want you to fall. They don't want you to trust and believe in the master teacher, because 33 is the master teacher. 33 is about coming in on the master teacher to be able to uplift people to their higher self and to their better self. Let me get a drink here quick. All right, what else do we need to know, Father? Yeah, because see, these demons don't like it that you are on the right track and that you are very balanced and that you are in your sacred unity of who you are, because they don't like the truth. They don't like the truth, and they don't want to see you on your future. Yeah, look, trust and believe. Here's your vitality. Okay. Remember when I said between the hot and cold? This is confirmation. This is confirmation. This is the yin and yang. This is you coming in to having that armor of God, to know his will, to see his wisdom, to know his mind, to feel his heart. This is about standing in your power and doing everything from your heart. Because look, the green, how the green's coming up to the crown. Yeah. Father is saying, do everything from your heart, because you have the armor of God and you are about to be blessed. You are about to be blessed. I'm telling you, it's that passion to be able to go with the flow. Yeah, because when you have the 4 of roses in reverse, look at, see in that mirror, you bust their ego. You bust their kahunas. You shatter everything that they're trying to do to you. Because listen, you're doing everything out of unconditional love. You are not in your ego. You are not coming from your ego. You are coming from true unconditional love, Father said. Yeah. So now the king is starting to look forward. He's starting to look forward. He's starting to look over his shoulder and be like, yeah, now I have great understanding of what's going on. And the king of forces is pulling him to a direction of that transition and transformation to his higher self, to understand the true will of what our Father has in place. That is beautiful. Yeah, look, unveiling the sacred you, unveiling the sacred you with Archangel Uriel. Okay, with Archangel Uriel coming in, it's like, see the beauty, know the beauty, have that friendship, that motivation, that abundance, that joy. You know, stand in your power of who you are, but you're unveiling the sacredness of who you are, coming into that harmony, into that service, and that creativity of you being that angelic being, right? It's you having that unity, knowing that you're coming together with your soul family. So a lot of you could be seeing 333, okay, because we have 333 here, okay? That is coming in and saying, listen, you, Father, and your divine masculine, and take energies how it resonates. Yes. That's beautiful. Yeah, don't let him get nothing past. That's why I said he is a weak little buzzard on a shit wagon. It's like, what rubber tree did you fall off of, Satan? Because you must have bounced off pretty hard and hit your head if you think you're gonna mess with the children of God, because we hold God dear to our hearts, mind, and souls, right? The thing is he needs to find a new rubber tree, because he ain't bouncing in our section. But this is unveiling that true unity. It's about having that ascension, to be able to have that growth and that ascension to who you are. So that's very beautiful. I love it. I love it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and that little notification bell, please. Show me some of your soul love. Okay. And now the soul truth is, am I constantly showing up? And this is where Father said, are you having that courage? Are you trusting and believing? Are you truly illuminating yourself as the angelic being? Are you following that wisdom and knowledge to use your skills and focus on what he wants you to deliver? Are you showing up? Are you doing your soulful goals? Are you showing up? That is confirmation. He is saying, he is saying, listen, okay, so that's why he was talking about the dreams. So he's saying that some people want to trade their dreams for the comfort of not battling what the devil has brought in. They fall victim to the devil. They fall victim to the enemy. They fall victim to the progress. And Father's coming in and saying, listen, Show up every single day. Show up every single day. Talk to me every single day. No matter if you're mad at me or no matter if you're happy with me, show up every day. Yes, yes, sweetheart, because you are never alone. He is always by your side. He is always allowing you to show up, knowing that every day, when you show up every day and the enemies don't like your progress, oh, yeah, it's going to be so uncomfortable. It's like, it's almost like you're in a boxing ring. It's like your adrenaline's just going like, okay, what do we do? What do we do? Calm and collective. Calm and collective. Come from peace, love, and harmony. Come from that intuitive knowledge that Father is giving you. Because when you stay consistent, not only in your consciousness, your subconsciousness, and your unconsciousness, you're showing up every day for Father, showing that you are that true warrior and that you are on track and that nothing can deter you from your path, that nothing can stop you. Yeah, where can I create more space? Give the devil a Dorito and tell him to go hang glide because you ain't got room for his negative stuff. It's like clearing out that clutter. It's like detoxing. It's like giving the devil something else to do because maybe if he had a little fun hang gliding from a Dorito, maybe he would see that the light side isn't as bad, and he can stop his manipulation and he too can repent and, come right with his sins. But the thing is when you can show up not only for yourself, but for our Father, and you can detox yourself and detox that negative energy, that you can come into your innermost and declutter the things around your house. Okay. Don't hold on to what you are not using. Don't hold on to what no longer serves you. It's like get the clarity and know where to clean it out, know where to take that next level of being able to fulfill yourself in the busy works of our Father and what He is illuminating you to do on your path and to use your wisdom because you're fulfilling yourself, right? You're creating more space to grow within yourself, to come to that best version and that highest version of you. Yes, absolutely, sweetheart. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you know what? I don't know everything, but I know a lot when it comes to my connection with Father and how long that I have been on this deep, level of being that ancient regal master teacher with him, walking in the existence and the messages he gives. The thing is you will never become more powerful than him. So anybody that thinks that they're going to, yeah, you can wipe that out. But the knowledge he gives you is so remarkable. You're like, wow, wow. And you want me? He gives you, because some of you, he will anoint you or he will give you the authority. But when he truly gives you the authorization to do something, it's astonishing. It's astonishing. It's truly astonishing. And this one says, where can I ask for more help in my life? So again, this is coming out and saying, listen, if you don't understand certain things on your journey, don't be afraid to ask because everybody has gone through them ascension processes. They've transcended and descended and everything else. And the questions, yes, ask, because that's the true healing mantra of everything is for you to be able to ask and you shall receive. Okay. If you have that open heart to be able to receive and trust and believe what our Father is coming, and there is no judgment, knowingly that this person is giving you help and is not here to hurt you, is not a dark energy, and they continuously to show the word of Father and the connection of Father. Yeah. Knowingly, you will be energetically drawn to the messages, to the healing, to the understanding, to be able to take that action, to create more space, to be able to listen to the messenger, because Father puts a lot of earth angel messengers out there, right? And it's the fact of the ones who truly trust and believe are always going to be on the righteous side. They're always going to be that one who expects nothing, who gives the message of Father, who wants to see that person achieve, and they're not there to trip them up or pull the rug underneath their feet. They're truly wanting them to come to their higher self. So to me, that's the beautiful blessing. Thank you, Father. Am I afraid to be seen? This is confirmation about the illumination. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. This is saying the world doesn't want you to shine and show who you are because the devil is trying to stop you. But the thing is when you see it from a different perspective and shine your unique light that God gave you to blossom, to spiritually evolve, to illuminate that darkness, guess what? You know you're made from true unconditional love from our Father because you're not afraid to be seen. You're not afraid to be heard. You're not afraid to put yourself out there, and you don't give two, it's F in the alphabets, right? But you don't give what anybody thinks, says, or does because you were not afraid. The only one that you were afraid of is our Father. And you are not afraid. You don't hide yourself. You don't care if you fit in because you're not made to fit in. You're made to stand out. You're made to stand out and shine. So you accept your true authentic self. You accept that true energetic being of who you are, standing in your integrity, right? Because listen, Father wrote a beautiful book or journal of who each one of us are. And that beautiful, mysterious blessing that he gives, that he doesn't, particularly when you're born, doesn't put it on a little note card and tie it to your finger so when you get older, you understand what he's saying. No, you have to trust and believe to find it. You have to illuminate your light and come out of that hermit mode and come back to the innocence and the nostalgia of who you are as an angelic being so that you know everything that he has meant for you because he's going to show it. He's going to take things away, right? Oh, my God is awesome. Thank you, Father. Because this last card that came out, it says, what excuses am I making right now? And didn't we talk about that? How the devil tries to make you make excuses or try to distract you from your destination and fill you with temptation, that he whispers in your ears and tries to alter your mind. And he's telling you, oh, make this decision today. Okay. You're going to sin today. You're going to do this. You're going to do that because you're not enough. You're not enough and they don't care about your life. That is a bold, fat lie. Because the thing is, when you're making excuses, it's truly you're making excuses because of the fact you've made the decision not to come and listen to your higher self. You have made the decision not to listen to the wisdom and knowledge of our Father. You have made the decision to find a way to escape to the easy route, okay? Where the true earth angels, the true warriors, the true sacred path seekers are the ones that are led by their heart. They're the ones that can blaze new trails. They're the ones that can speak the truth. They're the ones that do not care. Okay. They don't care about what society thinks or says. They bring the important messages that Father wants out there because they know that they are enough. And if somebody doesn't see their light to know that they are enough and they don't see their worth, then they're not meant to be on their path. Okay. So that's one thing that you need to remember. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. And he who makes excuses hesitates, right? He who hesitates loses, right? Loses all their blessings because there's only one master to follow. And this is about being able to make that decision that God is the master and trusting and believing in him. He is taking you down the right path because he will never manipulate. He will never deceive you. He will never steer you wrong. In fact, he brings you to calmer waters. But he's saying, listen, don't use me and just pray to me when you're in trouble or when you need something right now. You should be talking to me every day and asking me to help you, to guide you, give you the knowledge, give you the wisdom, show me what I need to do for my divine path, show me what I need to do for myself, show me what I need to illuminate, Show me what I need to dig deeper and heal. That's what you should be listening to. So anybody who's wanting to make excuses, yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. That That is beautiful, sweetheart. You're very deserving of it. And to see 10 on there, yes, you are that angelic being, right? You are that angelic being. Because look, this is 10, the illumination of who you truly are. You're starting to see from a much higher perspective of who you truly are and what you're here to do. That is beautiful. Okay. That is beautiful. So listen, the time is now to take action because God is not waiting around no more. Okay. He is not waiting around for this hot and cold energy. It's either you step on and you take that ride of being on track where Him showing you exactly the destinations that you need to go, or you walk through the doors and you go on a journey where you won't know what's up because the devil will always pay you in evil. He will never pay you in good. Father will accept your repenting in your sins, and when you do good, he will give you good. He will reward you. Where the devil don't. The devil repays you in evil, not good. That's right. I don't care what people think or say about me. You know, people want to talk about, oh, how I look or how I sound. Okay, well, you know what? That don't bother me. Father co-created me, and the ones who see my worth, who appreciate that illumination, who appreciate the message that is truly coming through from our Father, they're going to love me and they're going to see my worth. They're going to see that illumination of my aura of who I am as that angelic being. So I don't care what people think. Okay. Like I said, people who want to judge got that devil whispering sweet nothings in their ear. And when it whispers sweet nothings in their ear, that's where they go wrong. Yes, you are so welcome, sweetheart. You are so welcome. It is the truth be told, the truth be spoken. And that's what I do. I speak my truth. I say my truth. When Father has a message, I deliver my truth. And my truth stands in my Father by trusting and believing what He's telling me, what He's guiding me. I will never come in and mislead somebody. If I don't understand something, I'm definitely going to ask Him, just like you've seen me do. Father, can I have it put in another way? Because I may not understand when He's showing me the different runic symbols and everything. Most of the time I can, but I'm just saying sometimes He brings it out in a different tongue. Okay. And then I sit there and, okay, yeah. But when I say bring me more information or tell me it in another way, He always clarifies that information. He will always let you know. He will always let you know. He will never let you falter. He will never let you falter. He says, as long as you come to my altar, you will never falter. Okay. Because that Arcania wood was meant to upstand all different types of temperatures, to never rot, to never decay, to never be infested. Arcania wood that he used for his altar protected from all them negative energies, all them deceitful things, all the things that were meant to tear down his word, that Arcania wood protected it. So I'm telling you, it's trusting and believing. It's I will never stop being me, and if people don't love me for me, well, keep on walking because you're talking the wrong journey here. I know who I am. I love who I am. And I trust and believe that the wisdom and the knowledge that Father gave me to be able to put out there to my soul family and to the people who are awakening to have that greater understanding that the devil will try so hard to pull you down. It's like he will tie anchors to your feet. He will tie cement cinder blocks to your feet to watch you fall and falter. But the thing is you don't let him in at all. He is as weak. Oh, I don't even know how to describe it. He's as weak as a popsicle stick. Okay, and when I say as weak as a popsicle stick, it's the thing is that popsicle stick can't hold all them burdens, right? It cracks under pressure. Mm? Yeah, even when you bite down when you're eating your popsicle, sometimes it'll split. Yeah, it falters under pressure just like he does because he is weak. He's weak-minded, he's weak-hearted, and we overpower it. And that's why every day that we show up, look, where is it? Where is it? Every day that we constantly show up, you know what that devil says? Oh shit. I'm not even going to mess with her today, okay? Because she's got God on her side. And yeah, he's more powerful than me. I'm going to go over here to people who are weaker minded or controlled by substance or who are drawing in negative energy. I'm going to go over here because I know if I try to mess with her or mess with any of God's children that show up today and every day, I know I'm in for it because everything that I throw at him, it's going to come back at me and it bounces him down to a level of, man, I'm weak and depleted. My energy is depleted. He's sitting there crying of the fact that his energy is so depleted when it comes to the strong children of Father, right? When you stand in your power and you're constantly showing up every day and spiritually you know how to retain and block of his negative energies and things that he's doing. He's like, not today, lady. I'm not even going to mess with you because I know you're going to serve it back to me. And that's why I said, I'll hand you a bag of Doritos and tell you to go hang glide because it's something fun, it's something different. And he really needs to, you know, come out of that negative because his shadow's being illuminated. His energetic little tricks are being illuminated by all the spiritual children that are waking up and having a greater understanding. It makes him weaker and weaker and weaker. And you know what? Pretty soon, his flame is going to go out and there's going to be complete darkness. And he's going to be stuck in the 4D going, well, wait a minute. How can I be more consistent to mess with these people? Because I done effed it all up in the alphabet, right? Yeah. Because he's going to come to the realization it's mind over matter. And our mind, yes, we are very intelligent. We are spiritual geniuses of what Father gives us, right? But we are balanced between the mind and the heart. And we know Father leads us from the heart. So there's no way you're going to control our mind. So we are strong minded, stubborn, will determinated and ambition to keep going forward and following our Father's divine path. Why? Because we constantly show up. Okay, we never let our Father down because he never forsakes us. So it's about standing strong in the power and having that courage, knowing that he will feed us. He will never let us starve. He will never let us thirst. He will always make sure that we have everything that we need, even clearing the divine path of things that he feels that no longer serves us or that can't come with us to our next level. Okay, because he's saying, listen, okay, he's wanting me to explain this too. Okay, a lot of people are having a hard time when Father pulls a certain person or a certain friend or a certain companion or somebody away from you and you sit in your sorrow. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Look back and see, why did God pull that person away? And when you look back and you're reflecting and you're saying, wait a minute, the whole time I was with this person, they pulled out the worst in me. They made me say hateful and resentful things. They made me physically pull myself out of character to do things that I would have never rightfully done on my own free will of the loving, compassionate person that I am. And every time that I had success, this person threw a tantrum, boo-hooed, and started conflict because they didn't want to see the happiness and the enjoyment of what you achieved. Okay, God says, take a deeper look on that. When you take a deeper look on that, He's not taking this person to punish you of to not have friends and not have a companion or not have a loving relationship. He's pulling it away to rebuild you stronger, to understand that that person is not a ride or die. That person is no longer for that path. That person does not want to show up every day for God. That person wants to be deceitful, manipulative, and betray you. They want to be that hot and cold sensation. Okay. And when you have that hot and cold sensation in your mouth, that's a major irritation, right? Yeah. A lot of you are, God is bringing it through when you have that hot and cold sensation and you're like, ooh, ooh, or it's too hot. Yeah, that irritates you, right? Exactly. Father says we're not going to sit in that negativity. We're not going to let that lower deity who we thought was on the divine path with Father. But in fact, every time they turned their back from you, it was negative, 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 and they cut you down for spiritually being connected to Father. That ain't a friend. That's a foe. Father says, let it go. Absolutely. My spiritual animals with C10 and the Eagle Clan and everything, they give me messages every single day. And the one friend thought I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because, oh, what? You're getting messages from birds? Yeah, right. Listen to the pitches. Father they will sing to you and sing certain messages. And you know what? Every time that I speak their message out loud of knowing what they're saying, all of a sudden this friend started going, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I hear the birds. Okay, what are they saying now? Now they became curious of what messages are you getting when you're talking on the phone to this person? Because if this person's going to think you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because you're listening to Father's messages, the beauty of the messages, the way the birds sing and the messages that they give out, they don't just tweet, hoot, hoot. They're actually speaking messages because they are your angelic team. They are your angelic team. So now this person, which this friend, hold on, let me get a drink. Somebody's trying to block me from saying this. They're trying to block me from saying this because the devil doesn't want people to know. The thing is each bird has a distinct sound, has a distinct message because they come from a distinct dimension. Okay. And other people might see him, oh yeah, here's a robin, oh here's a cardinal, oh here's a blue jay. But when you know on a spiritual level what bird is ranking where, you tune into the message that Father is giving you. Because if people remember correctly, one of Father's massive gifts and talents that he had is he could carve the animals out of wood by the vision of his third eye. Okay. So this friend started going, hey, wait a minute. This isn't funny anymore. What is that bird saying? Why is it going off like that? And when I would give the message, the first response that she said, wait a minute, after you said the message, it was like they disappeared. I told you the devil's trying to choke me up on this. Hold on. Screw you, devil. I rebuke you. You go to your little bonfire and roast your little fat red marshmallows, okay? Because the angelic team over here is bringing it out whether you like it or not, okay? It's like the Cracker Jack prize. You get the red marshmallows and we get the love and light. Anyways, so what I was saying is this friend said, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm always careful. The thing is this friend said, oh, yes, I know. I know, sweetheart. Yes, I know. But the thing is this friend when they stopped giving the message, and I spoke the message as they were saying it, all of a sudden she says, wait a minute, it's complete silence now. Where'd they go? I said, you got the message. And that's what happens. So the thing that people need to understand is all of the animal realms, all of the water realms, the fairy realms, the earthly realms, all of these have specific signs and synchronicities and messages. Now, if you go and you try to Google, how do you know that a bird's giving you a spiritual message? It's not. Spiritually, you have to be connected with Father to receive that message. Otherwise, all you're going to hear is a screeching bird. All you're going to be hearing is a tweet that becomes very, I would say, frustrating to you, to where you want to walk away from the message. Well, you're denying Father the right to give you that message. Okay. So pay attention, because the fact is all the realms speak to you. When you see a squirrel, okay, here's the analogy of what he's telling me that I can tell you. You see a squirrel. The squirrel means, okay, something's going to transpire. You need to protect your resources and you need to protect yourself, because there's something that's going to come in to offset your stability. Yeah. They all have meaning. They all have meaning. And a lot of people laugh about it, they laugh about it, and it's nothing to laugh about. It's nothing to laugh about, because if you're laughing about it and you think it's funny, and I even had somebody, crack a joke. Oh, we're going to listen to what the birds have to say today. Let's step outside and see what the birds have to say. Okay, great. Go ahead and judge me, because you know what? It's going to come back and bite you in the long run when they're given a message. Okay, sweetheart. So it's telling you, be able to protect your resources and protect yourself, because there's something that's going to transpire. Depending on how many you've seen, there's something that's going to transpire. So like if you say you've seen like 5 of them, okay? So it could be 5 days, 5 weeks, or 5 months. Something's going to transpire. So you need to stay alert. Yes, absolutely. And when it comes to 555, that's something about a new opportunity that's coming in, that is telling you, protect your resources, protect yourself, because somebody's coming in to manipulate. Okay, you saw 2, so it could be 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it is telling you, beware, something's going to transpire in that time frame. So if you've seen 1, it could be 1 day to 1 week to 1 month. If you've seen 2, it could be 2 days to 2 weeks to 2 months. But in that time frame, Father is saying, protect your resources and protect yourself, because there's something that's going to happen that you're going to wish that you protected your resources, your wisdom, your knowledge, and yourself. Okay. Yes, that's your resources. That's Father talking about your resources. You're absolutely right, Misty. Squirrels store up, okay? They stash and they store. That's Father talking about you. Watch your resources, protect yourself, because somebody's going to come in and they're going to do something to you. They're going to try to do something to you with your resources and your protection. Yes, absolutely. It all has meaning. And that's why I said, anybody who wants to learn deeper, that's why who I am, God has made it. Yes, yes, it's a warning. It's a warning that somebody is going to do something It's giving you forewarning that somebody is going to do something that's going to try to mess with your resources and your protection of you, whether it's energetically, they're going to come in and try to steal your inheritance and your blessings. You know, it could mean a lot of things. Only you will know the situation, but that is just an explanation of what squirrels mean. You know, I can go on down the line and I'd be on here for the next week, you know, nonstop if it let the video go. But it's telling you protect your resources and protect you, because somebody has that negative mindset that they're going to try something. They're going to try something, and it's pre-warning you. Yeah, it's a pre-warning to protect your resources and to protect you. Yep, it sure is. It sure is a warning. It's Father's warning of saying, no, it's telling you in that time period, okay? In that time period. So if you saw two of them in the next 2 days to the next 2 weeks or within the next 2 months, you're going to see there's going to be something that transpires that shows you that somebody was messing with your resources and your protection. Okay. So, okay. So you've been seeing the beautiful red cardinals. Okay. That's your spiritual team and your kindred loved ones coming in to try to give you a message. He's telling me that he's been coming to give you a message. Okay. Because the red cardinal is a crossed over loved one, a male that is coming through and trying to give you a message. Yes, they're trying to give you a message. And they're saying that if you see the one that is gray with the red head, that is the match to the pure red one, which is the cardinal. Okay, that's a crossed over divine couple or married couple, some type of kindred loved ones that watches over you, that is giving you a message. They're giving you forewarnings. They give you the insight of how to be able to protect yourself. And like I said, a lot of people, they giggle about it, but when it happens, then they're like, holy smokes, Batman, how did you know? Because Father said, you know. Yes, it's Father gives you that information when you are deeply connected. And like I said, I know that he's saying eventually we can go into all of that, but you have to be able to go into the transformation to know that everything that's being given to you is of great understanding, that he co-created all these beautiful things and people only see it at surface level. So when they start seeing into the majestic mysticism of what he co-created and how he can show the different signs and synchronicities, it's not just numbers and colors and this and that. Yes, it's the divine realms that come in too. So it's beautiful to have that greater understanding. Okay, so that was our beautiful message on our day 21. Like I said, we have 9 days of the enlightenment left of the sacred transformation. And then we're coming into that sacred relationship and the sacred task. I love you, Sister Luana. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to you, sister, and God bless you and everyone on here. And now, you, Day, I'm going to find out for you, as I had promised. I am asking energetically the question that you had asked me. Okay, Father, what do I need to know for the question that I asked you? What do I need to know? Okay, listen. You, Dave, for the question that you asked me, I just asked Father on it. Okay, listen. The answer is no. There has been no moving on. Okay. There is no other person, and justice is going to be served with a stronger foundation. So he has pulled you apart to balance each other and have that new beginning. Okay. It's about having that new beginning. So Father is saying, no, they did not. They did not. Okay. So that's your confirmation. That's your confirmation. Yeah, look, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He's just having you gather your information. Oh, why did I have an attitude yesterday? Or, oh, why the attitude from, oh, yes, Misty. Yes, you day. Okay. The reason why, yep, that's what I was just gonna say. The reason why that you got that type of attitude yesterday is because she is completing cycles in her life right now. She is going through an energetic transformation because Father is giving her and helping her gather certain information about herself. So when she comes in and says leave me alone or tells you to stay away, it's because energetically she's trying to complete cycles that Father is trying to get her to complete. What else do we need to know about that, Father? Yeah. He is trying to get her to see things from a different perspective. He is trying to get her to sacrifice some of the behaviors, some of the same routines that she has been doing. Yes, he's putting her through a transformation. That's what he is doing. Yes. Yes. And she's got to be able to see things from a different perspective. See, he's saying to me right now is that you've been seeing things from a different perspective. You've been completing the cycles and having a greater understanding. You've been following his divine guidance. But she is copying attitude because, like he said, this is where them evil attachments that divert them or astray them from their destined path come in and they get angry, right? So she's got to see things from a different perspective and be able to heal and do that transformation because Father wants her to sacrifice some things that of that understanding to have a different perspective. Yes, to put in that work, to set them boundaries, to be able to put in that work and learn how to stop being so much lashing out. Okay, he's saying there's no more, because if you look at this face, it's like lash out, and Father says no, 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 see it from a different perspective. Be calm, collective, compassionate, and do it out of unconditional love to say, hey, this is my boundaries, this is what I'll accept, this is what I won't accept, and to be able to work together in harmony when it comes to that, right? It's about no longer making it a competition, but being able to persevere together hand in hand. Let's find out. Father, should there be contact? Should there be contact? Ooh, right now, Father is things are in contemplation with her, so all you're going to get is a negative response. It's like there's something going on with her contemplating about being able to have that empathy and to have that understanding right now. It's like, yeah, because the thing is look at, she's finally starting to see herself as that beautiful individual, right? She's finally clearing off old issues. All right, let me find out. I'm telling you, just take it. If you're getting the divine guidance that says reach out, then reach out. But what Father's coming in and saying, listen, the way that she perceived things to you yesterday, you need to be able to just kind of hold back, pull your energy back, because there's some divine guidance that's taking play when they want her to see things from a different perspective. Okay. Because the thing is like, you keep doing these new beginnings and you keep trying. The thing is she's not wanting to take the step forward, and that's why Father is now pulling her back, because he's like, wait a minute, when I say take that step forward to find that justice, to bring that balance, and she's not wanting to do the work. Yeah, it's like about being able to pull back your energy, because like I said, when Father comes in and says, listen, the more you pull back, the more you do your work, the more love you give yourself, the more it's going to come back to you. And with the new beginning, she's not going with the flow. She's stuck in certain ways, certain understandings. She's not seeing and completing certain cycles. She's still gathering information, and she needs to see things from a different perspective and be able to sacrifice. Yeah, because the divine blessing is saying, look, that communication, because again, it's showing this is destined, this is ordained. It's just sometimes he has to pull you apart and put you in separation to do the transformation, to learn what he's wanting you to learn, to be able to work through these emotions and be able to know that everything's happening for a reason, for the betterment of that new beginning of that relationship, right? To be able to stand in your power and build that stronger foundation by having that greater understanding and being able to complete certain cycles, but there's the gourd again of gathering the information, right? It's like he puts you in separation so that you can focus on you and she can focus on her, and to be able to make them changes willingly and go through the transformation in order for you to come back together. Oh yes, so Misty, that's because your father was coming in. Yes, because you hold back right now. Like I'm saying, she needs to gather something, okay? Because Father already gave that go ahead. Father already gave that go ahead for things to be balanced, for you guys to stand in your power. But the other person didn't take the new beginning. It's like still stuck in some old energy, didn't want to take that leap of faith, didn't want to be able to communicate, didn't want to be accountable, didn't want to put things out there. And with me holding this new beginning card right now, my whole left hand of unconditional love is like tingling all the way up my arm. So that is saying that you wanted this, but the other person refused to take that new beginning right now. They're still stuck, and that's why they have to see and sacrifice the old energies and put it to rest so that the new fruits can come forward. But needing to see things from a different perspective, by gathering that information, right? So that they can put a completion to it, by being able to get out of that competition like mode, like everything's a competition, and not being able to fully truly focus on the unconditional love. It's like they want to see it as a competition, and the 33 master teacher is saying, here, I'm setting the boundaries now as the master teacher. I'm saying this work is not a competition. It's having that understanding that you need to be cool, calm, and collective, with the master teacher again coming in and saying you have to balance yourself. You can't be in this contemplation. You can't think one thing and say one thing. Your words, your mouth has to write checks that your ass can cash. Okay. And what Father's meaning by that is like, you need to be able to speak your truth. You need to be able to put it out there. And somebody, she's in contemplation. She's in contemplation. She's listening to something in the community instead of listening to her heart. Yeah, because she's afraid to illuminate something of how much she truly loves and cares. Yes, absolutely. Look, once she stands in her power, once her light is illuminated, that fiery passion is going to help her make the right choice. Yes, listening to others, and that's got to be exiled out, out, out. You can't listen to nobody but Father, because he's the one who has everything ordained in the blueprint that he already co-created, right? And look, I'm telling you, this is progress and discovery of understanding that true unconditional love of what Father has. It's about things coming into the calmer waters. It's about one taking action and one having the key information to be deeply rooted and grounded as that ordained being, right? Because you're going to reap the fruits of your labor. It's just you have to become balanced. You have to become balanced and make that progress in the discovery. But yeah, it's like you have that key to knowing, or one of you have the key to knowing, and the other one needs to take action. Yeah. It's like, take that action. Look, take that action. Stop that heartbreaking. Stop that betrayal, that deception. Put it to rest so that you get the clarity inside your chest. Put the hard work in. Yes, absolutely. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, I mean, there's a little more work that needs to be done, because I'm feeling like the other half of you is standing or holding on to some heartbreak that they haven't detached from, some betrayal and deceit that they have to be accountable for and have to bring forward, to be able to put it completely to rest so that they don't feel bound and gagged and constrained, right? They need to be able to know that Father's giving them that passage to the epiphany. Women are mysterious. We are a mystery. Like Madonna said, life is a mystery. Yes. Yes. They do. They do. But see, men also go through it too. Men also go through it too. Yes. And the reason why Oh my god. We're always here for you, sweetheart. We're always here for you. And that's what a true soul family does, is it helps each other grow, enlighten, come to their higher self and to their better self. It's that love and support. It's like that pillars of strength, right? And that's why God made us a soul family, because he knew we were going to be the 44, right? He knew that we were going to be the uplifters and that we would be there. Yes, and you can't, no, we are not going to let you do that, sweetheart, because the thing is you're stronger than that. You are intelligent, you are gifted, and you are pure divinity, right? So the thing is we're going to help you, give you that clarity, see that true potential. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I love about it, because, even on my journey, it's like I've had nothing but good karma come, and a lot of people don't like that, but they don't understand. I also had a lot of bad karma for the choices that I made in the past. And so when you truly put that work in and truly show up and be committed, I'm telling you, it transforms. I love it. And when you've got the greatest soul family, when you are getting your abs exercised with the laughs and unconditional love, yeah. I love it. I love it. That's right. Laugh until your tummy hurts. Really reach down into that core and feel that true happiness and true joy of being that soul family, to pick each other up and love each other. Abs are sizing. That's like spiritually exercising your mind every day to connect with Father in your soul all the way. Um, it's not that she will return when she hurts herself. It's the fact that Father is wanting to show her something to understand that she has to change certain behaviors in certain ways, and take the energy how it's resonating. But I'm just saying that it's like she's not hurting herself. She's being forced to deal with the pains, the traumas, and the hurts in order to start that healing process, in order to start rebuilding herself. She has to feel all of that pain and all of that stuff that really bothered her on a deep level in order for her to change. But Misty is right. It gets better. I promise you, it gets better. But like I said, the spiritual journey is no joke. Yes. Stay calm, cool, and collective, and just know that when you don't react to certain negative energy behaviors, it totally helps them heal faster. That's pretty much how some see it. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, to to fully break away, to fully break away, because what's meant for you will never leave you. So no matter if you like go away and you start rebuilding and everything else, if there's that soul contract like Father talks about, all will be well. Yes. Yes, absolutely. It's about making the change. It's about being able to make the difference. Yes, absolutely. Ask him for guidance every day. What? Oh, my hair. I was like, what's tickling me? But my hair was tickling my arm. Yes, pray to him every day and ask him, please give me the guidance that I need for this situation. Yes, it is all for the good. It is about standing in your power and being able to do for you in order to help the process for somebody else to start moving forward. It's about being able to fully also come into that oneness with yourself so that you have a better understanding of why people are acting and doing things a certain way is because they have to go through that process just like every one of us do. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, because like I said, we're going to be making a trip coming up here real soon. And when I say real soon, I've been going over the details. I haven't been really able to check my emails, so if people have emailed me, I'm not ignoring you. I will get to them. But with the weather that we've been having, it goes from 102 to 117 to all of a sudden it's massive storms and can't get on the internet. So, and that's not an excuse. It was very frustrating for me to be able to not get on it. Yes. I mean, if Father is calling you to do that change and you feel in your heart that you should do that change, then absolutely, because he's guiding you to where you need to be. I know I went through that, like when he called me from the one place to the other place, and then when he called me from that place to another place. Yeah, I'm not seeing him not I'm not seeing him right away. Oh yeah, we are going to make that trip. That is a for sure trip. That's the thing. That is a for sure trip. Um, everything is coming into play because I'm being called from, like I said, I me to complete poof away from this place. Yeah. So like I said, the change is here, and I've been fully working on it. I've got things in motion. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be magnificent. So I agree with you, Uday. You know, it's like we make it happen. The thing is it is happening because I'm the type of person that says, hey, I'm doing this, I'm planning this, this is what I'm doing. It may not happen exactly when I want it, but Father says, hey, it's going to happen at this time, on this day, at this place. Yes, absolutely. And I have faith because he's showing me everything. I'm just waiting back for confirmation, Misty, to in your area. Okay, I'm waiting for confirmation on something. And once I get that confirmation, then it's go, girl. Then we go and we get Sugar Love, you, me, and everybody else who wants to join in on our B&B. You know, it's come on down because, like I said, yeah, it must be the storm that's going on because mine is very, very delayed right now. But yes, definitely, because right now I'm, like I said, I'm just waiting on the response, Misty, of the one so that we can go ahead and do what we said we were going to do with the Airbnb. All right. Well, before it freezes up on me, I want to say, God bless my soul family. I greatly appreciate all of you. I love you unconditionally, and I'm here for everybody's growth. Me and Father are here to give the messages, and may your wishes, dreams, and desires all come true, and may you step into your higher self. Yes, you are very welcome. Thank you, Sister Luana. Thank you, Uday. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Sugar. Thank you, everybody else who is on here for being that love and support. Well, and that's what we're here for, sweetheart, because you know what? The thing is when we hold stress, all it does is affect us. And so by following Father's divine guidance, that puts us on the righteous path of releasing the things that we need to so that we can focus on what he has for us to succeed and to achieve. Yes, you're very welcome. And I love you too, Uday. Love you too, Misty. Love you too, Luana. Love you too, Sugar. And whoever else is on here. Like I said, you know, we're here for each other. We're here for each other. And Misty, like I said, I'm waiting for that phone call confirmation on that stuff, and then we'll be able to let it all fly where we can all come together as that soul family and be that testimony to people that, hey, God does everything for a reason, and we come together in that comfortability of that unconditional love as a soul family to be the uplifter for each other. Okay, I'm telling you, lots of love, lots of love. Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you. God bless all of my soul family. I greatly appreciate all of you. Sending lots of love and light, blessings and prayers, and may all your wishes, dreams, and desires come true. Okay, that's from my heart space. That's my heart talking of how much I love you guys. Good night, good day, and I will see you all tomorrow on Terrific Tuesday. And it's beautiful because it's Terrific Tuesday and it's day 22. That's Archangel Raphael coming through with the stable foundation. So good night. God bless you all. Peace.